By the end of this video, you will know how to run exponential moving averages alongside the average directional index on two charts with exact settings and exact entries. And you will know the one reading that tells you to close the platform and not trade at all today, which will save you more money than any entry signal in this video. Start with the 5-minute chart. Your problem is that a moving average gives you a signal in any market. Trending, sideways, collapsing. It does not care. It draws its line, crosses another line, and looks exactly as convincing on a dead Tuesday afternoon as it does on the strongest trend of the month. The tool cannot tell you whether there is a trend to follow. It has no way of knowing. That is what the average directional index is for, and it measures something people constantly get wrong. It does not tell you direction. A reading of 35 during a violent collapse and a reading of 35 during a powerful rally are the same reading. It measures only the strength of directional movement, how committed the market is to going somewhere, with no opinion whatsoever about which way. So put two exponential moving averages on the chart, giving the fast one a length of 8 and the slow one a length of 19. And on both of them leave the source on the closing price, keep the offset sitting at 0, and the smoothing type set to none. Then add that index to your chart, bringing its smoothing down to 10, with the directional indicator length also at 10. Dropping both of those index inputs from 14 down to 10 makes it react as a trend is forming. And on a 5-minute chart, that is the difference between catching a morning move and reading about it afterwards. The cost is a noisier line, one that crosses above its threshold and falls back beneath it far more often than you would like. Except that, because on this time frame, a slow trend strength reading is simply one that arrives after the trend has already gone. Now the rule. The 8-period exponential moving average crosses above the 19, and at that moment the index must read above 22, and it must be rising. Not merely above 22, rising. A falling index reading of 28 describes a trend losing its grip, while a rising one at 23 describes a trend finding it. Stop beneath the 19-period average and target the next resistance level. Then exit when the index turns down from a reading of 40 or higher. Not because price has done anything wrong, but because the fuel that justified the trade has started to drain. And while you are in that moving average panel, look at the input called offset. Leave it at 0. Offset shifts the entire line sideways in time. Push it backward and your average will appear to have predicted every move it actually lagged. The chart looks brilliant. The trading does not change. It is the one input on that panel that exists purely to help you lie to yourself, and I would rather you heard that from me than discovered it in a backtest. Now the chart where a strong reading can point you straight into a losing trade. The 15-minute chart. The problem changes. The trend here is real. What hurts you is a pullback inside it that looks exactly like a reversal, and the index alone cannot tell those apart because it does not know direction. You need the two lines underneath it. So move your exponential moving averages out to 18 and 50, and on the faster of the two, set the source to the high-low midpoint while leaving the offset at 0. Then bring the index smoothing to 12 with the directional indicator length at 12 as well. 50 and not 47, and I want to be honest with you about why. Almost every number in this video is deliberately not the default, because most defaults are arbitrary conventions that somebody printed in a book decades ago. But the 50 is different. Enough capital watches that exact level that price genuinely reacts when it arrives there. It works because everybody believes it, and that belief is the mechanism. So change a number when it is arbitrary, and keep it when it is a meeting point. Now establish the trend. Price above the 50, and the positive directional indicator above the negative directional indicator. That second condition matters, because it is the only part of this indicator carrying any directional information at all. Wait for price to pull back to the 18. As it touches, check the index. It must still read above 25, and keep that 25 for the same reason you kept the 50. Here is the subtlety. During a healthy pullback, the index will dip slightly. That is normal, and being frightened by it is expensive. What must not happen is a collapse beneath 20 or the negative directional indicator crossing above the positive one. Either of those means the pullback is not a pullback. It is a reversal, and you are about to buy into it. Enter on the candle that closes back above the 18. Stop beneath the pullback low and target the prior swing high. And this is the mistake that defines the whole strategy. Seeing the index above 25, seeing a pullback, and entering without ever checking which directional line is on top. A strong reading with the wrong line on top is a strong downtrend. It will take your long trade happily. Now one last thing. and it is worth more than every entry signal in this video. The highest value use of this indicator has nothing to do with entries. It is a veto. Pull up your higher time frame, and when the index there reads beneath 20, you should not be trend trading at all that day. Not on the hourly, not on the 15-minute, not on the 5-minute. The absence of directional movement on the higher time frame is precisely what turns lower time frame crossovers into the noise that empties accounts. So notice what happened across these two charts. The moving averages never changed their job. They found direction and timed entries. What changed was the question you asked the index. On the 5-minute, is this crossover worth taking? On the 15-minute, is this pullback a pullback or a reversal? And on the higher time frame, should I be trading at all today? One indicator, 3 questions, each more important than the last. Test all of this on your own charts before you commit anything to it. A rule you have never watched fail is a rule you do not yet understand. The free guide is in the description below. It covers every setting and strategy in this video in full detail. Next, the triple exponential moving average, and whether stacking a third smoothing pass buys you anything at all.